Welcome to yet another interesting topic of science, that is air and water. Let's talk about the air first. Children, the atmosphere around us is mainly filled of many gases, and the major gas which is present in it is nitrogen. Then we have oxygen, then carbon dioxide, and some other gases. Now, what is atmosphere? It is actually the blanket of air around the earth, right? Though we cannot see the air around us, but it has many properties which can be felt, like air takes up space. See these balloons. All the space in these balloons has been taken up by the air. The second property of air is that air has weight. Yes, air do possess weight like all other substances. Air also has some weight in it. Now the third property that we are going to talk is air exerts pressure. Yes, dear children, all the air around you do possess pressure on the objects. Let us talk about the second component of the chapter, that is water. Yes, a very important component on this earth which makes all the life possible here. Whether plants or the animals, all living beings which survive on this planet, they need water for their survival. Plants need it for germination and animals need it for many of their activities like drinking, bathing, washing, cleaning and cooking food. Yes, no surprise that we all need water for our needs. And there are many sources of water around us which we generally called natural sources. And these natural sources are rivers, ponds, lakes, oceans, streams, etc. But dear children, this water available on the earth is not fit for use. We cannot readily use it since it has many impurities in it. Let us talk about the impurities of water. There are basically two major impurities, which are soluble impurities and insoluble impurities. The soluble impurities are that can be dissolved in water like salt and chemicals, whereas insoluble impurities cannot be dissolved in water like sand, mud, pebbles, etc. Now, how we can remove these impurities? There are many methods by which these impurities can be removed. Let us talk about first removing insoluble impurities. See, this is filtration process, a very simple process to remove insoluble impurities. A simple filter paper can be used to drag out all the impurities of water. Then second, we have sedimentation. If you collect some water, muddy water, you can separate the sediments of sand and soil from it. Then you can decant it in some other vessel. You can pour it in some other vessel. This process is decantation. Now, let us talk about removing soluble impurities from water. The first very method is the evaporation and second one is the distillation. Very simple evaporation, simply boiling the water or evaporating it, right? By this you can remove some sort of soluble impurities from it. Distillation, a very reliable method. See how many apparatus have been arranged for this process, and it is a very reliable method. So dear children, purifying drinking water is a very important process that should be done before consuming it. What are the simple ways to purify it? Number one is boiling. You can simply boil water in your homes before consuming it. Second one is the chlorination, right? I hope you liked this video. At last, I would like to say, do not waste water, dear children. It is a very precious resource on this earth. So if you save water, you're surely going to save the earth. Thank you and bye-bye.